I'm Alex, and this is the project I've been working on. Oh, thank you. I've been working on it for a while now. Development started about in January of this year, and the concept for this game started about 7 years ago. So I've been world building this for about 7 years. A bit about me: I used to work at Rockstar. I spent 2 years working on GTA 6. I've also done work in computer vision, AI, and AR, as well as native C++. So what is this thing that I've been working on? So Dreamwalker is an open world adventure puzzle game. So think Myst, but open world. It uses cutting edge graphics and engine technology, and it focuses on what I'm calling imagination forward play, which means people will need to people will need to use systems thinking to solve puzzles and complete challenges. It's built in Unreal Engine 5, and it is playable on PC. Well, it's playable on PC. The demo is playable on PC right now. It will be playable on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series S, and hopefully Switch 2, I'm not sure. Let's see. So what is the premise? You play as Claire. You explore an abandoned house, and you find something there that leads you to another world. I haven't built the house yet, but I've built the other world. You explore, and you find items, and you solve puzzles. These are the inspirations for the game. So if you played any of these games, you'll probably like this one. All right. So here is the project. We had some issue with the audio, so I'm gonna mic the speakers here. Come on. Sides. So we're going to continue the game. So this is the cursor. It's controllable both with a mouse and with a gamepad. So the main menu is live. So there's no loading screen when I start the game. And here I can explore. I can look around. So this is my character. And this obelisk here serves as my save point. And I can, if I click on it, there's no sound for it yet, but it will glow. And so here's a locked door. So this is an example of gameplay is gonna look like. So here's a puzzle that I have to solve, and I don't know how to solve it yet. But if I look, hold on. If I look in my notes, I hit the wrong button there. But yeah, if I look at my notes, I'll notice that I got this. This was gotten from me exploring the world. So these notes will actually automatically update as you explore the world, so you don't have to take physical notes. I'm planning on having a difficulty setting so that you do. But yeah, so this puzzle is just this here. So you can see here, we have to solve this, and if we solve it, the door will open, and we can go inside. So yeah, it's a very easy puzzle. But yeah, this is the start of the game. So at the start of the game, the puzzles will be very easy. So this is the orrery room. This is the room I'm working on right now. So this was all done in Blender by me, and all these glowy shaders were made by me too. I was trying to make a planet shader, but I couldn't figure out how to get the details on the planet. And then all the stars, here I'll move the camera to show them. This is all done using the PCG framework in Unreal Engine. So I actually used a previous program, and then I just I just changed a negative sign to make it generate under the surface instead of over. So that's that. And I just set up, as of 2 minutes ago, a Discord server, so you can follow development.
Are you going to take questions?
Yeah, please.
I'll throw out a suggestion. If
So I generate a what map?
A bump map or just
A BMP?
yeah,
Okay.
not a bit map, a bump map.
Oh, bump map. Okay.
Or light map also, or other textures, you can just apply it and then apply that texture to the planet.
Okay. So I can use Blender scripting, is what you're saying?
Yeah. Or
Okay.
Python.
That's a great suggestion. I'll look into that.
There's also full Python if you know Python. So you can use that to generate the image.
So, where did you get the music?
I wrote it.
Oh my god.
I made all of it.
What's you use to write?
I use a program called Mixcraft, which is a little bit janky, but it works with all my tools. So, and it's cheap. It's not a $200 DAW. It's like an $80 DAW. So, and then what I do is I mix everything and I produce everything in Mixcraft, and then I port it into Wise, and I use Wise to manage the actual triggers for the audio. So you saw right there when she was going into the dome, that was actually an invisible audio trigger. So what it was doing, it's kind of got like this jukebox program, and it was taking out one of the tracks and putting in another one. Yeah. This project I've been working on for about 6 months now. The concept I've been working on for 7 years. 7 years. Since 2017.
So, when you say working on it for 7 years, do you mean like thinking about
Yeah.
like the how the game
Yeah.
progress? Okay.
So yeah, the game concept and the world building,
Yeah.
and the like not the actual code, the everything
Yeah.
besides the code.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The hard part.
Yeah. Well, the code is the hard part. I've been struggling with a lot of things. I just implemented autosave, and it's been really crazy. Anything else?
What's been the most difficult thing you've learned in work with?
Oh, so many. This is a really good question. Thank you for that question. I think the most difficult thing has to be the framework that I'm using, and I'm really open to suggestion because there's a lot of good programmers in here. But making everything work in an open world context means that I have to have some kind of decoupled thing. So I've been using event subscriptions. So I have these like global static events that things can trigger, and then they'll send data to the event, and then whatever other system is connected to it will respond to the event to trigger something. For example, if I click on an object, it can update one of my quests, or if I pick up something, it can play a sound, something like that. So in order to get those things to work, I have to get disconnected systems to work together, but that creates spaghetti code.
Can you show us some of
Yeah,
your code?
yeah, absolutely,
I
I
want to
can.
know what this studio works looks like.
I'm doing, so there is no actual scripting in this entire game. Everything I'm doing in blueprints. So let's
What's
just.
a blueprint?
What's a blueprint? Great question. This thing, it's a visual scripting language. Yeah, so it's Unreal's visual scripting language. So it looks kind of like this. So this is my autosave function. So this is an event. So you can have functions and events. They basically work the same way, except events can have more fancy things attached to them. Let's see if I can get it on my. So this takes some data and then says if I'm not in debug mode, so I have a way to turn it on and off. If I'm not in debug mode, save the game and then tell me that you've saved the game. And this autosave will work basically after I make any change. So even if I haven't manually saved, it will remember everything that I do. But yeah, the entire game's code base, I can show you another one. The entire game's code base is just a collection of these blueprints. Like this is the one for the main menu.
Beautiful.
That's really different. So, is this typically how games are written?
No,
This?
no, it's not.
I'm a front-end software engineer, right?
Yeah.
I have exposure to is JavaScript.
Yeah. So
actually-
blueprints are C++ on the back end. So technically this game is written in C++, but the way Unreal Engine works, it's a lot faster to iterate. Yes?
What's your thoughts on blueprints?
Yeah. I can answer the same question. Yeah, so it's a lot faster to iterate because you don't have to like rebuild the entire project every time you make a change. Because Unreal Engine basically has really weird behavior when you try to make C++ scripts inside while you're running the editor. It has like live coding, but it breaks. And it's really buggy. So instead of doing that, I'm doing Blueprints, which is harder to debug. You don't have breakpoints like you do in regular C++. That's a big disadvantage. But the advantage is that it's fast, and I can implement things and test them fast. So I can test something hundreds of times to make sure that it's completely bug-free. So it just works for the nature of this project because this is not a very code-heavy project. Yes?
Why did you pick Unreal?
What? Oh, great question. I originally made this in Unity, actually. One of the reasons why it took 7 years is because I tried to make this before, and it didn't work. But yeah, the reason why I chose Unreal is because of all of Unreal Engine 5's open world features as well as Nanite, which meant that I can render really complicated meshes at a far distance without losing frame rate. And that's really important for this project because it's important to have like landmarks that you can see in the distance as you navigate. So all the meshes that you saw, except for the character, I think, are all Nanite meshes.
Does this mean that, let's say you have autosave, you are building a new game, you can just take this logic, put it somewhere else because it seems very modular?
I mean, yeah, it is modular. The idea with this is that this system is very modular because of the open world nature of the game. So that when I create a new feature, I don't know all the features I need to create. So when I create a new feature, I can just add it in as a module and plug it into everything else, and hopefully it doesn't crash.
So like each feature seems like a flowchart here.
Yeah.
Like a business process.
Yeah.
Could you like take it and put it in somewhere else, and it should just work as
Yeah.
long as it's not using
Theoretically, yes.
internal context?
Theoretically.
You can think of each of the boxes as a function or a subroutine.
Yeah, each of these is a subroutine in C++. One more?
These blueprints, so does it work with the version control system? Like Git?
Yes, it does, thankfully. I've struggled a lot. That's a great question, actually. I've struggled a lot with version control. I've tried Git and Perforce on this project. I've had to like struggle to shift from version control system to version control system. I finally found one that I really like called Diversion, which is similar to Perforce but doesn't like hold your files hostage like Perforce does. So yeah, I can show you that too if you want to see Diversion. But yeah, version control has been a really big pain point for me.
So what were the complexities you had with Git that made you look at?
The similar stuff. So Git doesn't do well with binary files. So the way Unreal saves its files is that all of the files, all the .usset files that it saves are all binary. So if I want to make a change, it doesn't give me a diff. So if I revert, it doesn't revert my last change, it just reverts the whole file, which is bad if I'm working entirely in Blueprints and everything is a binary file.
So how does this one give you a diff?
Oh, this is different in that it remembers what the file looked like. When I make a commit, it remembers what the file looked like when I made that commit. And then if I revert, it goes back to the way it was. I don't know how it works, but it seems to work pretty well. It works the same way Perforce works. It just doesn't have any of the downsides that Perforce has.
That might be a Git configuration issue.
Yeah.
Because unless Perforce is saying, hey, here's the text that was changed in this module, as opposed to showing you, here's
Yeah.
this binary, here's that binary.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm just not very good at configuring version control.
Unreal does not have any other configuration to save it in like JSON.
It does, but that's more complicated, and I wish it was more accessible. I think Unreal really needs to work on that, to be honest. Because it would be cool to Sorry?
I
Oh yeah, go ahead.
did you design the user model too?
Oh, you mean the character?
Yeah.
She's a metahuman. So she was designed by me in yeah, I can bring her up again to show her off. She was designed by me in the Unreal Engine's MetaHuman editor. So if we continue here, so yeah, she's a fully modeled and rigged human being that's very realistic. I haven't gotten her to blink yet, but I'm working on it.
Her eyes move you drive.
Yeah, so she just stares off into space right now. But
What is a metahuman?
oh, a metahuman is Unreal's system that they created for putting realistic humans in their games. So you can like go. There's a website you can go and you can like build your own metahuman to make it look however you want, and then you can download it and add it to your project. I think you can do it in editor now. They got rid of the website, so now if you have this latest version of the editor, you can just boot it up inside the editor and do it all in there.
They have bipeds, quadrupeds, and there's birds, a couple other models like that.
Yeah.
Same skeleton structure. Basically, it's a template for a 3D model.
Yeah.
What other kinds of games have you built on your own?
Before this, great question. I have built a mobile game. I've built a simulation space game. I've built a game where you play as a volcano. I've built a game, I've sort of half built a game where you control a skyship and you have to go between different sky islands, but I abandoned that one for this because this one's way more interesting. And then I built a lot of apps and simulations for different companies. Yeah?
Seems like a very ambitious project. Are you working alone?
What? I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is all me. I'm looking for people to help me though.
So you mentioned you had trouble implementing the autosave feature. What was the difficulties that you had with that?
The difficulty that I had with that is it made it hard for me to debug all my other code because a lot of these things in the game will just remember what you do. So if I were to test some dialogue, for example, the dialogue would play and then the character would remember that he talked to you. So when you loaded the game again and went to him again to try to test the dialogue again, if something was wrong, he just wouldn't talk to you because now he had already remembered that he did it. So I had to reset the game and go again from the tutorial.
The usual way that that's handled, I think, is they had an option remind
Yeah.
you about.
Yeah, and that's what I did. All right, I
You
think.
jump.
What? Yes, you can jump.
How can you double jump?
No,
Can you wall jump?
there's no wall jumping. There are going to be that's a good design question. There's actually going to be jumping puzzles in the game. The plan is to have like jump boost pads and things like that, so that instead of giving the character a double jump ability, there will be certain areas where you can like jump higher than normal.
An updraft.
Yeah, and updrafts and things like that. Yeah. All right.
Oh,
I think that's, unless there's any other questions, I think that's all. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Back.
thank you very much, Alex. Who here? Here we go.
I'm not shy. I don't care. I don't really need this either. I'm loud as fuck. So, but you know, whatever. We're gonna go for
You're
it.
live, so the
oh,
microphone
great.
helps with that.
Hello. I'm Alex. I worked at Intuit for the last 10 years. Got laid off in May, so I'm looking for work. I'm a React engineer. Work on the front end. I'm interested in getting into more full stack type stuff. So even if you have a front end heavy role that you have, you know, kind of tending toward back end, or maybe you might need back end